For pilgrims seeking spiritual serenity. For explorers chasing new frontiers. For wanderers simply wishing to enjoy the present. For adventurers looking to find new thrills. Look no further. All this and more can be found in an adventure of a lifetime in Albay. In the heart of the Bicol Peninsula, at the southeastern end of Luzon, lies the province of Albay. Albay is a lush region of much untouched beauty, surrounded by distinct land and water expanses. To the north is Camarines Sur, down south, the Sorsogon province. In the east, the coastal regions of the Lagonoy and Albay Gulfs leading to the Philippine Sea. And to the west, the Burias Pass, separating Albay from the Burias Island. Situated only 555 kilometers south of Manila, Albay is easily reached through land, water, or air. A bus ride would take 10 hours, plane ride only 55 minutes. There are various seaports available around the region. Leading local airplane companies, Cebu Pacific and Philippine Airlines, both have daily trips between Albay and Legazpi. Though less mountainous than other Bicol provinces, Albay has two sprawling mountain ranges, serving as guards for the plains, valleys, and grasslands between them. The West Mountain Range is low and rolling, while the Northeastern Range hosts Mount Malinaw, Mount Masaraga, and Mount Mayon. Caves, springs, forests, waterfalls, rivers, and beaches abound and are scattered across the province. Originally called Ibalon, Albay takes its name from a small town near a mangrove swamp known as Albaybay, which means by the bay. This town, now a city, was eventually renamed Legazpi, and the whole province became known as Albay. The Bicol dialect spoken in the provincial capital of Legazpi City is the most common in Albay, with liberal variations of tone and meaning found as one travels further across the lands. Tagalog is also spoken, as well as some English. The province's economy is agriculture-based with coconut, abaca hemp, rice, vegetables, sugarcane, and pineapple its major produce. The forests provide timber, rattan, and pili nuts, and vast grazing lands are available for cattle, horses, goats, and carabaos. Albay is also a major supplier of geothermal energy with its Tiwi geothermal plant. Albay has three component cities, Tabaco, Ligao, and Legazpi, with the imposing presence of Mount Mayon at their core. Albay is further subdivided into 15 municipalities, separated into 3 districts. The first district, known as the Northeastern District, is the mostly coastal areas of Tiwi, Malinaw, Tabaco City, Malilipot, Bacacay, and Santo Domingo. Originally famous for its ceramics and pottery, and indeed attracting crowds of buyers regularly, Tiwi is fast becoming known for another produce: seaweed. Seaweed farming is an alternative livelihood project to help the local fisher folk and to address the problem of illegal fishing practices in the Lagonoy Gulf. After planting, seaweed is harvested after 45 days. The hull is then transported in small boats and sold fresh or processed into tasty snacks. This community-based production provides income for about 100 fisherfolk and their households, while helping protect the coastal reefs and maritime life of Albay's waters. Because of its proximity to Mayon volcano, Tiwi's coast is lined with black sand beaches. Black sand beaches are formed from ground lava and the erosion of volcanic rock. These are also found in Bacacay and Santo Domingo. Tiwi's black sand beaches have lately been subject to a new type of extreme water activity, skimboarding. The volcanic sand provides varying waves that are perfect for this sport, the rising popularity of which has allowed the youth to make the shores their own playground. Every August in Tiwi, a grand month-long fiesta is held in honor of that Nuestra Señora de Salvación. Pilgrims from all over gather and pay homage to the Marian image, the patroness of Albay. Hundreds of people flock to the church to catch a glimpse of the revered image, peaking during the third week of the month. There are lavish parades, long processions, and even a con-celebrated mass in the shores of Sogod Beach. The image is carefully carried to a waiting boat, and a maritime procession from Tiwi to Joroan takes place. After the maritime procession, the image is taken back to shore, carried on the shoulders of the devotees, arriving to the clamoring of the church bells and finally brought safely home to its place. And then there's Mount Mayon, with its famous near-perfect cone. An active volcano, it takes its name from Magayon, a Bicol word for beautiful. The Mayon Planetarium and Science Park in Tabaco City offers a view of the volcano and the lands around it. Huts are provided for picnics and sightseeing. Highly recommended by the Philippine Tourism Authority and the Department of Science and Technology. The planetarium is often filled with students on a field trip, watching earth and natural science presentations and browsing educational posters in the mini museum. The Astro Cinema is a new addition where films and documentaries of outer space and heavenly bodies are shown. The park grounds are huge with many amenities and activities offered, campsites, a greenhouse, and even a wall climbing facility. Then head on to Santo Domingo, at the very edge of the First District. Find bags made out of recycled materials that are readily available for both the export and domestic markets. These environment-friendly bags are called car bags and can be found in the village of Salvacion. The handmade paper industry has also been picking up lately, with Dom's handmade options proving to be the most successful. They manufacture paper crafts and novelty items using recycled and indigenous materials like abaca fiber. The process is entirely done by hand, thereby ensuring that each product is one of a kind. Just down the road from the Santo Domingo Plaza is the Macetas Farm. Herbs, ferns, and flowers of every size, shape, and smell can be found here. The sounds of water and birds make for a wonderful chorus, with paths around the greenery meant for a lazy stroll around the farm. The restaurant here is a cozy corner of tasty and healthy dishes. Probably the most prominent landmark in the municipality is the Santo Domingo Church, which was built in 1820. The structure was made with a mixture of lime, eggs, and molasses, and was the technology of the time. The church is a beautiful remnant, a reminder of the Philippines' rich history. The Plaza Pugadlawin is also a significant landmark. A monument honoring revolutionary hero Andres Bonifacio stands prominently, built using contributions from the townfolk. Nearby is a bust of Potenciano V. Gregorio, the composer of the beloved Bicolano folk song, Sarong Banggi. A fitting ending to a trip around the 1st District would be a visit to the slopes of Mount Mayon. Bikers frequent the slopes along Mount Mayon for the scenery and bike trails found in the vicinity. Bikers often ride past small villages and virtually make their own paths within its verdant hills. With Mount Mayon as their backdrop, it is easy to see why bikers keep coming back to these slopes. The 2nd District of Albay is composed of Camalig, Daraga, Manito, Rapu-Rapu, and the provincial capital, Legazpi City. Unlike the 1st District, not all of the municipalities are coastal areas. Camalig and Daraga are both deep inside Albay, with their attractions much rooted with the movements and secrets of the earth. In Camalig, the Hayup-Hayupan Cave is found. The locals say it was once used as a refuge and burial site of their ancestors. It got its name from the whispering sound the wind makes deep inside the cave. The cave was discovered during the Japanese invasion and now belongs to 3 private owners, but is still open to visitors. Spelunking has always been one of the biggest tourist draws of Albay, and it is easy to see why. The wonders that the caves bring never cease to amaze even the most seasoned explorer. Unusual formations, fissures, massive caverns, and yes, even the bats make spelunking here worth the adventure. The cave has a shop where mementos can be bought for a fair price. Aside from its caves, Camalig is also known for spicy and succulent dishes, most popular of which are pinangat, Bicol Express, and inulokan. Inulokan is a variety of pinangat with the added fillings of onions, ginger, and extracts of talangka, a kind of small crab. Bicol Express is an excellent spicy dish with pork cooked with coconut milk and finger chilies liberally added in. They say that to be able to really know a certain place, one must taste their local delicacy. And the famous fiery dishes of Camalig are not to be missed. Heading down to the neighboring municipality of Daraga, the place to visit is Daraga Church. It is built on a hill with an unimpeded view of the sea and Mount Mayon. The church was constructed after the eruption of Mayon volcano buried the old church of Cagsawa. At the very heart of the 2nd District is the Queen City of Southern Luzon, Legazpi City, the first-class capital where commerce is balanced with conservation. One such place that exemplifies this is Lignon Hill. Though closed to vehicles for joggers in the early morning and later in the early afternoon, Lignon Hill attracts loads of tourists every day. A long and winding road leads up the hill to a viewing deck, where there is an unhindered view of Legazpi City and Mayon volcano. Lignon Hill is also a great place for picnics, with dozens of tables and kiosk stands in the picnic area. Stay a while and catch a sunset of reds, purples, and oranges, and the houses of Legazpi City switching their lights on one by one. When the sun goes down, the fun continues. The nightlife of Legazpi City is much like Manila's. Bars teem with merry drinkers, restaurant with families and groups of friends, and small cafes welcome the more low-key personalities. Small Talk Cafe is a comfortable corner in the city where one can enjoy great food and good company. The ambiance is perfect for a quiet evening out. The dishes served are inspired. Make sure to ask for pasta pinangat or the pasta mayon. The decor, the food, the cozy ambiance all contribute to a memorable dining experience, sure to make Small Talk Cafe an easy favorite. Near the City Hall is the Penaranda Park, quickly becoming a favorite among the youngsters of Legazpi. While most just hang around with friends or family, young skaters and bikers take full advantage of the huge space and potential obstacles for their tricks. In a barrio south of Legazpi is a fascinating remnant of history, the Japanese Tunnel. 40 meters long and 7 feet deep, the tunnel makes for an interesting visit. The L-shaped tunnel was an ammunition and arms depot during the Second World War, but has since become another of Albay's tourist attractions. The Legazpi coastal area is bursting with activity. The Embarcadero development, located at the Legazpi port area, is sure to attract a surge of visitors once it opens. The waterfront promenade aims to provide travelers with a choice of restaurants. The Embarcadero is not only designed to be a destination in itself, but also a jump-off point for other tourist destinations. From the Legazpi port area, cross Paliki Bay and enter Manito, the home of one of the best ecotourism sites in the Philippines. Bacman Eco Park houses an impressive assortment of natural wonders. The Butterfly Garden is one of the newest among many ecotourism projects launched here. Initially intended as a project for air quality testing, the garden is now a meeting ground of people and the fluttering winged creatures. The park also provides habitats for wildlife. Aside from the ecotourism projects, Bacman also provides visitors with wall climbing and rappelling activities. The steep slope may seem intimidating, but the emergency response team will orient willing thrill seekers and will be there to guide you and catch you every step of the way. Sail across Albay Gulf and into the other end of the 2nd District. Rapu-Rapu, the only island municipality of Albay. Rapu-Rapu, named after a tree that was once abundant in the island, was in days past a sanctuary for wildlife. Now, Rapu-Rapu has become known for its beaches. Off the mainland, Ginanayan Island features secluded white sand beaches, a perfect contrast to the hustle and bustle of Legazpi City. The 3rd and last district of Albay is composed of Ligao City and the municipalities of Ginobatan, Jovelar, Libon, Oas, Pio Duran, and Pulangi. Completing the triumvirate of cities in the region of Ligao, the youngest of the 3 and one of the busiest. In Ligao, one should head to Tuburan village and hike up the hill without a hilltop. The natural marvel known as Kawa-Kawa, meaning cauldron. Kawa-Kawa is a hill with a crater-shaped depression on its top. Dubbed as the lung of Ligao, visitors who trek the hill experience a feeling of cleansing, both in breathing in the clean air and in feeling a sense of serenity. Traveling through the three districts of Albay allows for tales of mysticism and modernism, enlightenment, and adventure. Albay's raw beauty and its living culture just might satisfy the goals you set for a great travel experience. So go!